Okay, this is the second to last part of this whole kind of like volleyball game. In this part, we are going to set up our UI. So that's all of our points, our title screen, everything with that. So in your scripts folder, right click and create a new C# script and call it UI Manager. Bam. On your canvas, go ahead and attach the UI Manager. Oh, let it compile. On your canvas game object, go ahead and attach the UI Manager script that you just made. There it is, and double click and open it up. All right, few things we need. We need to be using TM Pro since we have a couple objects that use the Text Mesh Pro. We also need to be using the Unity engine.ui to access those other elements. Let's turn the UI Manager into a singleton so that the ball class can call methods on it super easy, like anytime they need to update the score text. So we're gonna make a private static UI Manager, call it _instance. It's static so that it persists across all classes. We will make a public static UI Manager. So we're making the property called I instance. It only has a get method, and inside the get method, we're gonna check if there's not already a UI Manager. So if instance equals null, debug.log, it's underlined in red because we need to return the instance. So you're gonna give it that. And then the last thing to make it a singleton is in void awake, which is called at the very beginning before start. We need to set instance equal to this. And we can do this because there's only ever gonna be one UI Manager. It will only ever have one manager class, so we can turn it into a singleton like this. Beautiful. Now below awake, we can start to create our variables. So let's make a serialized field variable, and we are going to store our private text mesh pro, I think UGUI is the one we want, and it'll be like your score text and their score text, and you can name these whatever you want. We do need a private integer for both your score and their score. And last but not least, let's make a serialized field title screen that's going to be a private game object, and we'll just call it title screen. Let's start by hiding the title screen at the beginning, and maybe we want to hide it after like 2 seconds. So since we'll be waiting for 2 seconds, that means we want to be using a coroutine. So I'm going to delete update. We don't need that. Below start, I'm going to create a private IE numerator, and I'm just going to call it like hide start screen teen. And inside this, we will yield return a new wait for seconds. And this is just how long we want to see the title screen. So I'm going to say 2.0f, and then all we'll do is say title screen.setActive is false. Now that we have this, we can call it from start. We can say start coroutine, hide start screen routine. All right, so save your script. Let's hop in. And on the canvas itself, where the script is, you can now see it's looking for your score, their score, and the title screen. So I'm going to drag the title screen into there. I'm going to drag the player score into your score and the opponent score into their score. Now hit play. And after 2 seconds, the title screen disappears. Yay. Okay, now let's make it so that we can have a couple methods to update our text. So in the UI Manager script, I'm going to scroll down below the IE numerator, but above this final bracket, and we're going to make a public void method called like update your score. And then we'll do another one, public void update their score. These methods will be called by the ball, so we won't be able to test these until after our ball is programmed. So in update your score, we're going to take that variable called your score, and we're just going to add 1. We're not doing fancy points. We're just each time the ball hits the floor on their side of the net, you get score, right? And then we need to update your score. Text.text equals, and then we can say like your score plus the variable. Cool. Let's do the same thing for update their score. We're going to say their score plus plus and your score text.text equals their score plus their score. Okay, and that's it. We can't actually test any of this out. Okay, here. This is the whole thing. I'm just going to scroll slowly in case you missed any part of this. And we can't actually test out the scoring until we program the ball. So good job in this one. And in the next one, which is the last part, we will program the volleyball. All right, see you in the next one.